Also, this is Tactical Breach Wizards. It's like a puzzle game. I hear it's like XCOM Chimera Squad, but I've never played that. It's like a puzzle tactical combat game. Who said buffoonery is sacred because you want to give them a high five? Some kind of podcast I listen. You know what? It might have been Kelsey Weber Smith's American Hysteria on their episode about clown poppings. Anyone remember clown poppings? They got into like the history of clown popping. You know, when the clowns would just kind of pop out of the forest. The killer clowns roaming the streets. It was all over the news. You've never heard it called that, but yes. Well, it happens surprisingly frequently. But I think it was her episode of American Hysteria about that. She goes into the, or rather they go into the historical context of clowns. And then into how it kind of transitioned into horror. I'm at the crossover point. There's still a heavy resistance, but I might be able to take him. Don't engage. We've got this building. You just need to get across as soon as you can. There are rumors that there was some kind of marketing campaign for a C movie, horror movie. Sounds fake though. I heard about that. I think that was just like one instance, which might have inspired some more. But yeah, I heard that too, and I believed it at least. You know, that was the thing with the dream guy. Have you dreamed this man? That was a marketing campaign. This man? Not that man. Here are some of those steel people. The horror movies are clowns. That site's still up. It's a very good it's a very good marketing construct, I guess. Doesn't sound like my style. Leave them in the dust. Huh. Fundamentally the same thing, but now I kind of like it. Get all to the other building and retrieve the recording. I do not have to knock anyone out. Breach. I didn't notice there are actually 2 breach points. Do Brazilian clowns have tiny clown cars too? Oh god! You know, I wouldn't have done that just in case, but I'm glad you did. How's that? Oh, thank you for the head pats, Crimson. Destroy 4 weapon caches by the end of turn 1. I didn't even think to look at that. Oh well. Mouse moment, you're gonna bite? You promise? These are the thoughts that prepare you for this twisted world. If you don't vocalize them, they're not real. But I'd hate for you to not be real. You bite all your friends? Aw, thank you. Sometimes I hate how viscerally I feel text. Kronk's a good one, though. Except those you're specifically not allowed to bite. Consent and nibbles is important. I've got the recording. You guys in position? Yeah, and we wouldn't say no to some backup. We might have underestimated how long they could keep sending guys. Good. The more firepower we draw over here, less they have to gun down our distraction team. The extraction van's almost in range. We can blink out anytime after that. Let's make them sweat as long as we can. Nothing like a well-timed and well-placed nibble. So true. Oh, there they are. There are a lot of guys. Survive 7 more turns. Oh! Okay, I don't feel like I'm intended to actually pull through this now. Because everyone's confidence is survive for 7 or more turns. Oh, that's... The tail, you always nibble a tail. That gets him every time. Tails and ears are good nibble locations, I expect. Oh my gosh! Oh, that was just a normal shout-out. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm used to that only happening during raid, and I thought something was happening. I was confused for a minute. Honestly, I'm sorry, I didn't... No, I guess I did know you streamed. Hey Yuki, how are you doing? I built a shelf yesterday with Aussie Dad. You know what? I think this is gonna work. all good. Your schedule's very random. Also, it seems like most cool people are streaming while I'm asleep. I keep waking up to see people streaming and I'm like, oh. I mean, they're not all coming at once, right? Is this good? They're not all coming all at once, right? Used to be like that for you, but then one of the streamers you watched a lot decided to, oh, shoot. I'm sorry that happened to you. Or like 10 online at once. I guess, as far as that goes, I'm still pretty... My follow list is still pretty light. I actually didn't watch Twitch at all before I started streaming. Hey, let's... Doing a Discord stage talk. Huh. Yeah, I hope it's better nowadays. That's the kind of thing I'm terrified of. You like do a hide? I can't do a hide anymore. I forgot about you. You're here? That's a good point. I choose to believe you're here is a positive statement. Well, persisting's good. Not what I want. Right. Right. So I genuinely believe we live in a simulation. Honestly, that's fine. which everything can just be broken down into data points, and how certain things in yours just don't line up. Well, it's just because we don't, in my opinion at least, that's because we just can't really measure it at the level that it operates at. Does that make sense? Like, it's more likely to think that we don't necessarily understand things as well as we think we do, rather than say things just don't line up at a yeah, you know what I'm getting at. Yeah. I kind of feel like I'll just never really understand how it all works, if that makes sense. So I just kind of choose to believe whatever's the most helpful to me personally. Which sounds, actually really bad when I phrase it like that, huh? But I meant in a cosmic kind of sense. I mean, circumstances and some grand creator's fault has actually been a positive change in your viewpoint, then I support it. Okay, it should not have been this hard, but I think we figured it out. Keep your team alive till the end of turn 4. It's turn 3. Oh my gosh. We've almost done it. It's kind of how I do all my cosmic beliefs nowadays. It's like just how useful it is. Just how good it makes me feel to think about. And I didn't realize that's how that worked. Actually, that just about takes him out on his own. I thought that would hit. Doll. Oh, hey, Dan, how are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm trying to not die and figure out just how much not die I can do. But how have you been? Did you hear about the shelf? I built a shelf. Everyone's been talking about it. Great, that's awesome to hear. Pictures? I'll post pictures, okay. Actually, Siri can post pictures right now if he wants to. Aussie Dad came over and helped. And by helped, I mean told us how to do everything. In a helpful way. Riot block. That's the best kind of help. It was very active help. Very, very dad help, I would say. What if I... That would kill you. I don't want to do that. I'll live with the damage. I can't spend all day doing this. I just leave this guy here. To win out an extra turn. I forgot you have mana for those. It's an art share. That fits. You know what? I think we're fine. Oh, we just need to survive this turn, right? At minimum? Yes, until end of turn. I'll grab intel. There's Riot Priest. There is no one ready to shoot us. Eh? This guy can't do anything from over here. Dobra. I don't need to use that, I think. I did not need to rewind either. For riot. Swap with it. Neener, neener. We're surviving. Blink out's ready. Let's go. Or we could keep pounding them till our fists bleed. Two valid choices. Use your blink out ability when you're ready to extract. For confidence, they want to survive 3 more turns. It is about time for a short break. So I think I will blink out, read the story, and that's my excuse to not do any more of this. We have Blunk. All team members must blink out before they die. You've survived 4 turns. We can always go for confidence later. We are not going for confidence later. Does a ghost cartwheel? That's a fancy trick. Mission complete. Infiltrate the church complete. Get doll to the chapel of the closed fist complete. Retrieve the recording complete. Leave the militarized zone discreetly. Possible this was not sufficiently stressed to Jen. Possible. We get 2 perks. +2 knockback to final target. Like the +1 use per encounter on Storm Grenade. I would like to use it more, and that literally lets me do that. Gusset gets... Intercept would have saved me many times. I've wanted it, so I'm taking it. Applying unsteady to all targets hit. Maybe I should have read that. Actually, yeah. Applies unsteady to all targets hit. I like that. I like pushing people around, and that helps with that. Alright, before moving on, I'm going to do a quick break